Hey guys, it's Deligracy here and welcome to another speed build video in The Sims 4. Today we're going to be doing a nice modern beach house, and yes, I have face cam because occasionally I put face cam in my build videos these days because that has been requested. So hi guys, how you going? I hope you've had a really good week and are having a nice weekend or whenever you're watching this, and yeah, hope things are going well for you, and if not, treat yourself. That's what I like to do. But anyways, this house is going to actually have 4 different levels, and it's inspired by a house I saw on Twitter, which I'll just get up on my phone now. It was inspired by this house, if you guys can see that, and it's like an elevated beach house. I think there's actually a garage underneath, but obviously in The Sims 4 we don't have garages, so I've made the entire lower level 2 kids' bedrooms and like a lounge room area. And then on the next level is the master bedroom and ensuite. And then on the next level is the formal lounge room. And then the top level is the kitchen and dining. So the idea is that the rooms that are higher up with therefore better views of the ocean, those are the rooms where you can entertain in and invite people over and enjoy those rooms with others. So that is why we've done that. I think for gameplay purposes, this house is going to be pretty useful and comfortable to use because there's staircases both outside and inside. There's a few bathrooms with double doors going into them, so it's easy for your player to kind of follow its route and get around. I mean your sim. And yeah, I kind of like the build, how if you're looking at the facade, the front of it, the different levels kind of go in, out, or work their way out. I don't know, I think it's just kind of cool and different. And yeah, I don't know, I enjoyed this one. I enjoyed using the half walls with the glass tops on them. I thought that was kind of fun and different because I never really used them, so that was nice. And in terms of the interior, it's pretty simple. We're using a lot of concrete flooring, a few concrete walls, but we also inject a lot of color into it as well. So yeah, it's pretty fun. I also tried to keep this build to a limited amount of time while I was finishing because I feel like my builds can be really long to watch, and I either have to cut out lots of the build in order to make it a build that's under an hour, like a video that goes for half an hour, which means you miss out on stuff, or otherwise, if I work a little bit faster, then I can get like a full build and you guys don't have to miss out on anything. So I think apart from dividing up the rooms, this is the entire build, which hopefully you guys will appreciate. And yeah, pretty cool. Anyways, these stairs obviously needed to change color. They were a weird brown wood, which didn't really go with that gray wallpaper from Spa Day Pack. I don't know why some of my words are so muddled up today. I feel like I'm like blah, blah, blah. Anyways, I also hope you guys have been enjoying some of the new games on the channel. I say this all the time, but Sims is my heart. I love The Sims. I will never stop playing The Sims. But it's been really fun to try out some other games because that also makes me happy having a little bit of a variety on the channel, and it's been really cool seeing your feedback on those other videos. So I guess I encourage you guys to have a look at the other games too, not only because I'm putting a lot of effort into recording them, and of course I would love more people to watch them, but I think one thing I've discovered through YouTube is that there are other games out there other than The Sims that I really enjoy. And even though The Sims is by far my favorite, I really enjoy the experience of other games. So I don't know, I encourage you guys to check out other games, whether you can afford to buy them or try out a beta for free or watch streamers or YouTubers play. It's just, there's a really, really cool world out there of different kinds of games and entertaining games and funny games and scary games and artistic games and realistic games, and I've just really enjoyed discovering them all. So thank you for allowing me to put them on the channel. It's been a hoot and a half. Yeah. Anyways, it's a Friday right now. I am recording at 5 p.m. so it's towards the end of the day. I've been a little bit tired today, which you guys might be able to tell for those of you who watch me quite regularly, because you guys know me really well now. And I think because it's like time of the month, I'm a bit drained, so And I know sometimes when you say that, people are like, ew, TMI, but look, I don't really care, because it's like, hello, half the population deals with this every month, so get over it. Anyways, Dolly is sassy today. These mirrored windows are really interesting. They are from The Sims 4 Get to Work, and they actually came with the detective career. So you, I guess, would use them on rooms where you're interviewing someone, so you can't see both ways, or if there's like a jail. And also for hospitals, so you can't see in, but you can see out. But I have to say, I really love using them on modern builds. I think that's really fun and can kind of look really, really nice. And in this build, there's a lot of windows that kind of are inset, so there's a lot of filled in columns just to give that illusion of them being inset. And when I do these kind of builds, I really miss having foundations in The Sims 3. The foundation cheat was so useful, and I just miss it so much. Hopefully we get them back at some stage in The Sims 4, because for modern houses, it just made them look so good. It was so much fun for those people who use this game as more of an architecture program as opposed to just the Sims game. I don't know. Yeah. Anyways, how are your builds going? I know on the gallery, I've been checking out some pretty cool builds. I usually check out the hashtag Deligracy to see what you guys are creating and tagging me in. But there's been some really creative stuff up there and some really good stuff. Oh, I'm not logged into The Sims 4 anymore. I was going to check it out right now and shout out to a few of you guys, but requires me to boot on up. So we're getting to the furnituring now, and I have started with one of the downstairs bedrooms. So this would be a teen room, and I love the texture of those walls. I love that grey wall. I would love to have walls like that in my real house. I mean, I love exposed bricks too, but there's something about concrete I love. Concrete ceilings, especially. James, the Sim Supply, and Critic Zeus, my good friends, they have just moved into a new place that has concrete roofs, and I just love it. It's so nice. I'm sure they'll do like an apartment tour video at some point soon, but yeah, it's pretty nice. And in this room, there's a nice little seating area with a couch there from the Sims 4 bowling stuff pack, which I actually haven't used before, so that was kind of fun to use, and has a quirky pattern on it, which I really like. That wall is obviously very bright and very dominant, but I think yellow as a feature wall looks really nice with grey sometimes. I don't know, like in The Sims, I don't know if I could have that in my house in real life, but I don't know. How many of you guys have a yellow wall? I'm sure lots of you have a yellow wall. I, myself, have never had a yellow wall in anywhere that I've lived. And, oh, I love these pendant lights that also came from the Sims 4 bowling stuff pack, I think. And I love the lemon color with that browny gray neutral color. Like, the color blocking on them is really, really nice. And, of course, I needed to put a gaming console in there because, you need one of those, and a nice little tea light candle. There's a shared bathroom with angular walls for the doors to go in. I quite like the shape of it. And this room is obviously inspired by the color of the Duna, that bright purple. I don't mind it. I probably would prefer to do a different kind of color scheme if it was my house, but we are limited with beds in The Sims 4, so I feel like you got to use them all. You've got to make them all work. And that bright purple color is really tricky to get to work. Get to work. You. Oh my God. I so want a new Sims 4 expansion pack. I really want one. I get asked a lot what my next dream Sims 4 pack would be. And for sure, I really want seasons. I love having seasons in the game. I just think it brings the game to life. And if we also had cars and garages, like it doesn't need to be an open world. I'm talking Sims 2 style where they just kind of hop in the car and then the car disappears. I would love that. Just so we could build garages and buy cars. We don't have to see them driving around. Those are the two things I really want, other than obviously my number one dream would be to have a color wheel, but hello, that's probably not going to happen. So, I mean, we should never say never, but I feel like if there was going to be a color wheel, it would have been added in already. But more color swatches could be cool. Oh, there's a Hoonie going past my house. Yay! In here, this is an interesting kind of a situation, I guess we'll say. This big wall area, I was like, you know what, I really want to fill up that space and put in some really cool bookshelves. So in between the pillars, we have bookshelves behind them, which I thought was kind of nice. I did a collaboration build with Nander, another Simmer YouTuber, Simply Nander, and he did a build with columns like that. I can't remember if it was myself or him who put the bookshelves behind it, but I really liked doing that, so I decided to do it again. And yeah, you know, got a nice little area here for the kiddies. Maybe this is a rumpus room. If you had toddlers or kids here, you could turn this into a playroom and put all their toys and activities there. That could be kind of fun. And again, using pieces from the Sims 4 bowling stuff pack. I've got to say, I wasn't that into the bowling aspect of it. I didn't really understand why out of all the stuff packs we could have, we got a bowling stuff pack. But I am very pleased that we got some really good furniture, and also those lights are pretty cool. So we got those as well. And I love clustering them together and putting the long one with two short ones or vice versa. I think it looks really nice. Yeah, and also tying in that whole industrial vibe by having that console table behind the couch have the metal accents on it. Kind of ties in with the concrete. And I was going to put a grand piano in there, but then I felt like it's a little bit much. So we just go with, I think, some yoga mats, which I don't know, some of you guys might find that's a lazy way of furnishing, but to me, it filled the space up, and I thought it would be kind of cool to have yoga mats just in your house so you could go do yoga. I don't know, or maybe they do home classes there or private classes or something. I just thought it was kind of cool and kind of different. And yeah, now we're moving on to the top level, the very top level. Yeah. Okay, so we needed to fill up this ceiling area because I was like, why is the lighting not working in this build? Why is there no light coming from the downlights? And it's because part of the roof was open. Usually if you have that issue, there's a hole in the roof, just so you guys know. And I filled that in, and now we're actually going to start working on the kitchen. The kitchen's kind of cold and industrial looking. There could be a chef that lives here because it's got those special chef counters. And I'm so glad we got those in the game as a career reward. Also, obviously, when you're building on a lot without a family, moved in on that lot, or without playing an active family, you can access those usually locked items. So yeah, we're using a lot of metal in there. In a way, this build is quite cold in its interior because there is a lot of concrete, metal, industrial parts of it. But, you know, it's an interesting juxtaposition where it's right near the ocean. So I thought that was kind of cool. I don't know, just try new things. The dining table is going to be spun around to actually sit parallel with the staircase and that little wall area. I love that half wall in the interior on the right here because there's a gap where you can look down to the main lounge room, and it gets the light source from both windows, which have been put together on both levels. So if you guys understand what I mean. It means the light gets more evenly distributed between the lower level and upper level, and then therefore there is more light. So I don't know if I just confused a whole heap of you, but that is a thing in houses in architecture, why they sometimes do that. Not only to make the house look more dynamic, it just lets more light flood in, which is nice. Myself, I really don't like this dining table color right now, so I changed it to black. Good. For a second I thought I wasn't going to. I'm like, oh, I wish I changed that. The blue rug's probably not my taste, but when you're in The Sims, it's important to build for your characters, and I think Jem is the kind of guy to want a bright rug like that. With those bright pop art paintings on the wall too. So yeah, it's a pretty cool dining area. Actually, yeah, I really like it. I really like it. It's a bit different. And over here, I think we're going to put like a... Oh, that's where we put the grand piano. So you do get that piano area. Perhaps Jem's girlfriend, Margot, plays the piano as well. Or maybe it was just a gift from the Barbie family for when he has kids. Maybe they're like, oh, all of your kids should play the grand piano. My great-grandmother, actually, when she passed away, she left in her will money for all the grandchildren to be bought a piano so we could all learn piano. And I did learn some piano, but I feel really bad. I was so bad at it that I didn't continue it. But some of my other cousins or the other grandchildren, they did learn how to play piano really well. So, and that's what she wanted. So that's kind of cool. That's kind of nice, that idea. Yeah. And this is the main lounge room. So it's probably not as spacious as maybe you would imagine it would be in this house, because the kitchen and dining area is quite spacious. But you know, I wanted to be able to have an office that comes off of this room. So I decided to keep the space as it is. This rug is again from the bowling stuff pack. So for those of you guys who don't know much about that stuff pack, maybe it's something that you might consider purchasing, because we've used a lot of it in this build, and you can see the different kind of retro modern pieces that come with it. And I'm a big fan of putting paintings on the ground. I love doing that in builds. Oh, I thought I was going to do that here, but no. I do it in other rooms, and also placing paintings like on shelves as if they've just been placed there and they're resting. I've been doing that since my Sims 3 videos, good times back in the day. Which of you guys have been watching since, like watching the channel since my Sims 3 videos? I'm curious to know. And this is another study nook. So there's a lot of study nooks in this house. I think one of the kids' bedrooms has a study nook. Then there's this lounge study nook. And then we have the actual study. So maybe this family is quite the logic fam, or quite the, what's the word, ambitious family in this town. Popping a shower in. All of the bathrooms are black. I personally do not like black bathrooms. I like white bathrooms, white and bright. A lot of people prefer black bathrooms. My reason why I don't like them is because you can see every single thing on the ground that is dirty. And I know you would think because it's dark, there wouldn't be as much dirt and marks. But that's not true, because it's like all the light things, like bits of toilet paper, like tiny little bits, or dust shows up, or water stains, or shampoo stains. Ugh, it's what I have right now, actually. I have gray, like charcoal gray tiles, and I'm constantly picking stuff up or mopping it to get rid of, to stop it from looking dirty. Dirty deli. No, I'm not like a clean freak, but I like to think I keep my environment relatively clean. Probably Olivia, sis Deligracy, is much more of a clean freak than me. Like, although in different ways. Like, I'm better at cleaning up after myself in the kitchen. Like, I'll do that straight away, and she won't. But then for everything else, she's probably way more cleaner and organized. This is the master bedroom, and again, it's tricky with the limited amount of beds we have. I'm not a big fan of this doona cover or duvet cover, but actually no, I like it. I would just never have it myself probably. But it's tricky to work with because red's like a really bright color. So I decided to go with some lighter timber to tie in with the flowers on the bed, as well as obviously the bed frame. And then going with a lot of blacks as well to balance it out and make it go with the rest of the room. So over here we're going to place 2 wardrobes, or maybe 1 wardrobe and a chair. The industrial ones were just not working. Yeah, we put like one of those cool chairs in the corner, and we make it like a reddy color. I thought we went with the brown. Anyways, we'll see what I end up doing. I changed my mind so many times I can't remember. And I love that green plant in the rounded base. Beautiful. It's getting so dark outside right now. I want to change close my curtains, but I won't because I've got face cam. And it's been, oh my gosh, so cold in Melbourne recently. Oh my gosh. It's not even that cold. It's probably like 10, 15 degrees, and it still feels cold after summer because our seasons are reversed compared to like America, Europe, Canada, all of those good places. Popping in some plants. We've got a nice little chess table there. And yeah, we're pretty much coming towards the end of the furnishing. You know, we've just got a bathroom, study, and then the rooftop. A little bit of landscaping. Neato. And I loved using this table in the blue colorway. I've never really used it in the blue colorway, and it's so pretty. So I just wanted to have on the rooftop a nice table setting where you can look out to the ocean and enjoy the view and the vista, and then have a barbecue there and hot tub. I think having a rooftop would be really, really cool and a great way to utilize space and to just open up a new area for entertainment. It's surprising roof areas aren't used more, really, in warmer climates, that is. I get like when it's cold, obviously, maybe it's not necessary, but in warmer climates, it's surprising. And yeah, again, I've gone with the metal countertops for outdoors. Nice bin there. I'm getting really good at remembering bins. I remember there was a time when I never put bins in my builds, and then you guys were just commenting, being like, oh my god, can you please put another bin in? Or at least put 1 bin in, rather. And there's a nice little hot tub. And then I figured, you know what? This is Jem's house. He's definitely going to want to entertain. He's a bit of a party boy, so we need a bar. So yeah, popping in that bar there. And it's a very expensive house. So if you do want to download it off the gallery, my username's Deligracy. And yeah, your Sims might need to be a little bit loaded. They might need to have some wealthy inheritance from their family. But anyways, here is the house. That's it from the front. From the sides, I think we'll get a back view if we're lucky. There you go. There's the mirrored windows, which I think are really cool. I like them. And starting with the rooftop area, sneaky basketball there. Oh, I forgot to put the basketball hoop in. Damn. Up here is the dining area. It's a bit swanky. It's very modern. I think it's very Jem. And there's Jem himself on his phone in his new shiny brand new kitchen. Nice lounge room here. I like the colors in that. There's a lot of greens and yellows as well as in this gym. Pretty. And then here is the master bedroom. That red doona little chess area. Another staircase, keeping it real. And study area, which I have to say I also love that mustard yellow chair. I'm a big fan of mustard and yellows next to grey. I've always loved that colour combination. And coming downstairs, this is the kids' room or rumpus room where the kids' bedrooms come off, their lounge room. Lots of bookshelves and those yoga mats. That rug was kind of interesting with those black chairs. I don't know if I like it. Can't decide. And then here is the purple room. I think the purple and black is kind of cool, kind of rad. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'd have the purple room, but I don't like that purple color, so maybe not. I don't know. I do like these two twin teen rooms though. I think they're cool. Oh, that would be so good for twins actually. And another black bathroom. I didn't photograph all the bathrooms because I thought, unnecessary. And here is the floor plan so you guys can see the way it's been built if you want to download it. And yeah, that is pretty much the whole shebang shaboom. But anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have an awesome weekend or week. And thank you for watching. I hope you're having a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. I look forward to speaking to you soon.